Okay, everybody. We're going to do the next segment of my 3,000 subscriber special with Jeopardy Deluxe Edition for the Super NES. Right now in my bank, I have $678,660. Let's win more, shall we? Taking on Jenny and Jim today, 2 J's.
Here are the categories.
And we're going to deal with these as our categories. Publishing, American authors, business and industry, weather, famous men, and finally, organizations. Okay. Good categories. As I try to add more money to my 3,000 subs bank, I'll take American authors for 100.
The answer is...
After he wrote Omu and the Whale, he published a book of Civil War poems, Battle Pieces. Oh. Looking for Herman Melville. Oh, okay. American authors for 200.
The answer is...
Very early. Mitla Pass by this author of Exodus is a story of the 1956 Sinai War. Who is Leon Uris? American authors for 300.
The answer is...
Answer there. He wrote 4 volumes of short stories, including Tales of the Jazz Age and All the Sad Young Men. Jenny. F. Scott Fitzgerald. Yep, he's the one. So Jenny now takes the lead for right now, but it's still very early in the game. We have uncovered 3 clues. Business and industry for 100.
The answer is...
Answer there. French company that's #1 in sales of sparkling mineral water in the U.S. What is Perrier? Could we do business and industry for 200, please? And the answer there?
The answer is...
In 1988, the FAA gave this company $3.5 billion to improve the air traffic control computer system. What's IBM? We'll take business and industry for 300.
The answer is...
Companies in this industry suffered the biggest losses from 1992's Hurricane Andrew. What is insurance? Business and industry for 400.
The answer is...
Pharmacist Benjamin Green started this company in 1944 after cocoa butter tanned his bald head. What is Coppertone? Business and industry for 500.
The answer is...
Ultralock and Elnalock are makers of sergers, which are used in conjunctions with these machines. What are sewing machines? That's going to put me at $1,700. And we're off and running. Alright. Let me have American authors for 300, please. Or 400, I mean. I'm sorry. The education of this man is an autobiography of a grandson and great-grandson of presidents. Oh, I think I know. Oh, Henry Adams. Oh, okay. I had a hunch it was going to be an Adams, but I just wasn't sure of the first name, so it's a good thing I didn't buzz in. Weather for 100.
The answer is...
And the answer there is... The National Hurricane Center is based in this Florida city. What is Miami? Party in the city where the heat is on all night on the beach till the break of dawn. Weather for 200.
The answer is...
Excuse me. In 1921, Silver Lake, Colorado saw 76 inches of this fall in a 24-hour period. A world record. What is snow? I'll take weather for 300.
The answer is...
This, a layer of warm air over a layer of cool, allows pollutants to build up over a city. What is a front? No, that's wrong. Ah. Oh well. We're looking for inversion. Inversion. So Jenny doubles her money to $600. Takes second place all to herself. And where do we go now, Jenny? What clue? American authors for $500.
The answer is.
And the answer there is... Author of The Ambassadors. He's also known for literary criticism like The Art of Fiction. Jenny decides she's going to try this one. What do we got? Henry James Jr. Oh, okay. Giving her $1,100, and she makes the next selection, trailing me by $600. Organizations for $100.
The answer is.
This senior citizens group founded by Maggie Kuhn in 1970 was likened to black militants. Oh. What is it called? Oh, the Grey Panthers. Oh, okay. I couldn't remember off the top of my head, so it's okay. Jim, your turn. Weather 400.
The answer is.
Nearly all weather occurs in this, the lowest layer of the atmosphere. What is the troposphere? I'll take weather for $500.
The answer
$1,000 lead over Jenny at the moment. The National Weather Service is a part of this cabinet department. Why can I not remember this one? Oh, Jenny doesn't have a clue. Too bad. Jim. Commerce. Commerce, so he doubles his money to $1,000, and he'll take second place. Where to, Jim? Organization's 200.
The answer is.
Okay. Show a kid how America works is the slogan of this young people's business organization. Junior Achievement. Famous Men 100.
The answer is.
Okay. Appropriately, Richard Belzer co-wrote a book on how to be a stand-up one of these. What is a comedian? Could I have Famous Men for 200?
The answer is.
Answer there. He swashbuckled through 3 marriages to Lily DeMata, Nora Eddington, and Patrice Blackmore. I'm just gonna say who is Errol Flynn. It's either him or someone else. Oh, I got it. I picked the right person. Okay. Famous Men 300.
The answer is.
An early merchandising giant, he started his first store at Kimmerer, Wyoming. Who is J.C. Penney? Famous Men 400.
The answer is.
In 1843, 2 sisters, Sarah and Adelaide Yates, married these twins made famous by P.T. Barnum. Who were Yin and Yang? No, I had a hunch that was wrong. Jenny. Oh, she doesn't have a clue. Jim. Chang and Ang. Chang and Ang. Okay. Chang and Ing. Either way, that's right. Famous Men 500.
The answer is...
There. This author of Cain and Abel was only 29 when elected to Parliament. Jenny. Anything. Jeffrey Archer. Publishing 100.
The answer is...
Special Report is a series of magazines designed for waiting rooms of those in this field. What is photography? Wrong. Medicine. Oh, oop. Alright. Publishing 200.
The answer is...
Believing folks like pictures more than print, Gardner Cowles Jr. started this magazine. What is National Geographic? Wrong. Oh, just look. Look. Organization 300.
The answer is...
Members of the American Budgerigar Society are financiers of this type of animal. What are birds? There we go. Organization's 400.
The answer is...
Organization of men's clubs founded in Detroit in 1915 and not named after a kind of deer. Oh. Kiwanis. Oh, okay. Publishing 300.
The answer is...
John Fairchild is the publisher of this largest trade paper of the garment industry. Women's Wear Daily.
The answer is...
Based at Rebel Field in Harlingen, Texas, this group restores and flies vintage World War I aircraft. The Confederate Air Force, and she's got a 50-50 shot at finding the Daily Double. And she found it. Here's the clue for you, Jenny. The first Chinese issue of this French magazine, fashion magazine, debuted in 1988, and it's L. Now the last clue.
The answer is...
This national weekly paper calls itself America's Family Publication. Jim. Great. So at the end of the Jeopardy round, Jim has 2,200, I have 2,300, Jenny 3,200. So Jim's going first in Double Jeopardy.
Here are the categories.
Categories are, for Double Jeopardy, art, potluck, Middle Ages, Europe, nuclear physics, and finally, forests. Alright. Here we go, Jim. You start. Art for 200. And you got the first of the 2 daily doubles. Here's the clue. World Book says his unfinished portrait of Washington is probably the best known American one. It's Gilbert Stuart. Doubling your money to 4,400. Now it's Middle Ages for 200.
The answer is
The Catholic clergy was supported by these payments, 1/10 of the parishioners' incomes. What is tithing? Or what is a tithe? Let's go back to art for 400.
the answer is
This DC museum was begun in 1937 with a donation from former Treasury Secretary Paul Mellon. I'm just gonna say, what is the Smithsonian? I don't know. It's the National Gallery of Art. Oh, okay. Now it's Europe for 200.
the answer is
Nation whose flag is made up of the crosses of St. George, St. Andrew, and St. Patrick. What is Great Britain? No. Oh, Jenny doesn't know. Ha ha. Oh, I bet it's Ireland. The United Kingdom. I had to put the United Kingdom, not Great Britain. Middle Ages 400.
the answer is
Germany formed the core of this medieval empire. Jenny. The Holy Roman Empire. Middle Ages 600.
the answer is
From Hanse, meaning guild, this German trade league was formed in the 13th century. The Hanseatic League. Nuclear physics 200.
the answer is
Almost all of an atom's mass is contained within this. What is the nucleus? I'll go back to art for 600.
the answer is
19th century art style of Courbet and Corot that stressed things as they actually were. What is surrealism? Art for 800.
The answer is.
In 1933, Rockefeller Center destroyed this Mexican artist's mural because the figure was like Lenin. Who is, Frida Kahlo? No. Diego Rivera. Oh, okay. Art 1000.
The answer is.
This Spanish Baroque artist included himself in the background of the Maids of Honor. Jim. Diego Velázquez. Nuclear physics for 400.
The answer is.
If present use continues, the 235 isotope of this element will become scarce during the 1990s. What is uranium? Nuclear physics for 600.
The answer is.
Also called an atomic pile, produces and controls nuclear energy at the power plant. The reactor. Yep. Nuclear physics for 800.
The answer is.
Energy used in Star Trek torpedoes released when an excited electron drops back down. Photon. Potluck 200.
The answer is.
Before there was plastic, this badminton playing piece was played with the cork and feathers. What is a racket? No. A shuttlecock. Oh, okay. Middle Ages for 800.
The answer is.
Order of religious knights named for the biblical temple in Jerusalem. No. The Knights Templar. Europe for 400.
The answer is.
In 1967, the citizens of this 2.3 square mile territory voted against its being returned to Spain. What is Andorra? Wrong! I'm getting clues wrong left and right. No. Gibraltar. Slipping. Forest, 200.
The answer is
This forest near Nottingham, England is famous as the home of Robin Hood. What is Sherwood Forest? Sherwood Forest. Forest, 400.
the answer is
About 90% of all U.S. forest fires are caused by humans. Most of the rest are caused by this. What is lightning? Forest, 600.
the answer is
About 1/3 of this continent is rainforest. What's South America? Forest, 800.
the answer is
The U.S. Forest Service was established in 1905 as part of this cabinet department. Ugh. What is Department of the Interior? That is wrong. Agriculture. Nuclear physics, 1000.
the answer is
Country in which Hahn and Strassmann first split the atom. What is Germany? Yeah. Forest, 1000.
the answer is
Term for the boundary on mountains beyond which trees do not grow. Oh, Jenny doesn't know. The Timberline. Europe for 600.
the answer is
Collective name for the Netherlands, Belgium, and Luxembourg. What are the Low Countries? Europe, 800. Dilly dilly double. Let's do it all. You can go from one part of this city to the other by crossing the Ponte Vecchio over the Arno. What is Florence? Europe for 1000.
the answer is
The 1918 breakup of this dual monarchy ended the Habsburg family's empire. What are Austria-Hungary? Let me have potluck for 400.
the answer is
In the US, no company can now sell a three-wheeled ATV, which stands for this. What is an all-terrain vehicle? Let's do potluck for 6.
The answer is
Dinosaurs died out 65 million years ago, in this period named for Creta, Latin for chalk. What is the Cretaceous period? Potluck 800.
the answer is
In a famous fable, the ant is portrayed as hardworking while this insect just has a good time. What is a grasshopper? Potluck 1000.
the answer is
Highest price paid for any Chinese ceramic work of art was for a 15th century vase from this dynasty. What is the Ming Dynasty? Yep, now the last clue. So now I got this as a runaway game. I can't be
the
caught.
answer is
This style of architecture, named for a barbaric tribe, was later felt barbarous by Italians. Jenny. Looking for Gothic. So Jenny has $4,400, Jim $4,200, and I now have the lead with $11,200, so I cannot be caught. Category is the Beach Boys. You know what? I'm feeling good. Sport mentioned in the titles of their first 3 top 10 hits. What is surfing? $22,400 is what I'm going to end up with. Which now puts my 3,000 subs bank at $701,060. Doing good.
the final Jeopardy answer is
And we're looking for surfing. Yep, so I win. Jim got it right. He's at $7,400. Jenny also got it right. She's up to $7,200. And I got it right, so I go to $22,400. And I've pulled off another win. And I'll see you all for that next segment, everybody, and my next video.